I'm here, my family has been repetitively denied. I understand Travis Bloom is an idiot. I understand that, fully understand that. He holds a good heart.
Fabricating fictitious government you ever seen.
My little brother used to run to mother and say, "Mom, BB hit me." BB was my sister. Used to say, "BB hit me." Mom would say, "Well, my lovely young man, where are the marks to prove such?" Well, Mom, show me the marks. He could not show any marks. Mother would say, "I can't tell where the marks are." True story.
And the evidence is going to show that law enforcement tampered with evidence to meet their such high burden of proof.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No.
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
No.
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
Probably did. Everybody has.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So that,
Everybody has.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, and what, if any, you might be. I was about to turn in for the night, and then I got a message from Marissa, the Wonder Mod, saying, I have the audio from the 911 calls. What now? I have the audio from Justin's 911 calls with the police. I listened to a few of them and then I decided, no, let's do this together because the first one I listened to, some of them are just short misdials and no one comes to the phone. But the first call, first of all, Justin is 31 years old. Remember that when you hear his voice. And it's not his mom who helps him talk in the phone, because this 31-year-old former soldier, father of a kid, cannot talk to the popo alone. No, his sister has to talk to the police. Yeah. We're going to play all of them. We're going to play all of them. But it's just so people don't sit there and say, why is the dial tone? You have you'll get everything we have. Good thing, Medita. I'm trying to do it as well. I think this is actually qualified as breaking news. No one else, I think, have the audio. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell that weird neighbor you have that, have you heard about this story? Because we will be playing it, but it's infuriating. The conversation they have before the restraining order is filed will make a lot of things all of a sudden click into place. Remember when I did my video this morning or this afternoon talking about why didn't she get her radio? You will learn that in this phone call. My weird neighbor could be on the jury, so maybe I will tell him. Yes. We have read the transcripts. I think all of us have covered the transcripts, but it's just different when you hear them talk. When I listened to the first one, I thought, nope, I'm going to go live and play them for you because I know Lauren, Common Sense, is here. We have been having a lot of talks about what the hell is going on with this police department. Why are all these people? It seems weird. I don't think this will help you be less angry about what it is that happens in this case. I'm just trying to check if I have all the recordings. Just I downloaded to my PC instead of playing it from the. Yes. What's the name of this one? 1404. Yes, it's because in the Google Drive they are in a different order, so I just did all of it in a way to try and get it correctly. Well, that's why you should follow me on the Twit or on the Discord, because YouTube is asshole. No, it's fine. It's fine. I downloaded them to the PC, so and then yeah. Yes, it's the 17th today, so I got it. There is a reason they dropped the transcript, not the audio. Of course there is, but I don't think if anyone other than Marissa thought, maybe I can just ask for the audio. And we got the audio. So just finished my entertainment with Afro Man. Yeah, that was quite some case. Hey, Alfie. So let's try and get to the first one. And there's no video. Let me know. Can you hear the audio if I just
North Animal Police at 5, being recorded.
Hi, I'm looking to speak with Lieutenant Whitaker.
He is actually tied up at the moment. Can I ask your name?
I had actually just spoken with him. This is Justin Alayan.
Can you hear the audio? Yes, you can. Okay, I'm gonna go back. It's low. I can't boost it anymore, I think. Try if I can see if an equalizer will boost it.
North Animal Police at 5, being recorded.
Hi, I'm looking to speak with Lieutenant Whitaker.
He is actually tied up at the moment. Can I ask your name?
I had actually just spoken with him. This is Justin Alayan. I had just got off the phone call with him.
Hold on 1 second here.
Okay.
This will go on for a while. He's just on hold. He's calling. He apparently talked to Whitaker before. That call isn't there. Because he said, I talked to Whitaker, I just talked to Whitaker, but that call isn't there. This is played on the 13th of June at 14:04, so 2:04 in the afternoon, roughly 4 hours before the police arrives at Kelsey Fitzsimmons' house. He does sound 13. If it's on a cell phone, they should still have a recording of it. Remember, they're not allowed at least a transcript. The 30th of June, 4 hours before they go to the house. He's talking to the police. At this point, he doesn't have a restraining order against Kelsey Fitzsimmons. It's the same. My phone number plays 3 is a magic number.
Hi, sir. He'll be giving you. Hi, sir. He'll be giving you a call right back.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, bye.
So that was the first call. I want to talk to to Lieutenant Whitaker. He will be calling you right back.
North Andover Police and Fire, your call is being recorded.
Hey, this is Justin again. I'm just calling Lieutenant Whitaker back. I just missed his call, unfortunately.
Yeah, Justin, it's me.
Oh, okay. How you doing, sir? I had a couple quick questions for you again.
Yeah.
So she.
This is June 30th. June 30th. This is at 2:10 in the afternoon. 4 hours before Justin arrives at Kelsey Fitzsimmons' house.
North Andover Police and Fire, your call is being recorded.
Hey, this is Justin again. I'm just calling Lieutenant Whitaker back. I just missed his call, unfortunately.
Yeah, Justin, it's me.
Oh, okay. How you doing, sir? I had a couple quick questions for you again.
Yeah.
So she's messaging me, telling me that she's planning on taking the baby up to the land in New Hampshire. Do I have any rights to make sure that she does not leave with that child?
At this point, I don't think we do. I've spoken to my superior.
Yeah.
Filled him in on everything that we talked about, and we don't really have the right to deny her child.
Do I have any rights as the father to obtain my child since she's had him for several nights now? Do I have any right to, hey, this is the custody, we're both parents here. It's almost my turn to have the kid for the night, so I can know that he's safe and I can go file these after?
Through the police department.
She have had him for several nights now. This is a custody. No, this is not a custody. You left the house the day before. Before that, the child was with her parents because you had a bachelor party. This is already being set in motion. And thank you, Anime, for the Rumble rant. Saying, thank you, Marissa, for the great work, making sure Baker doesn't get to enjoy any time off for sleep. No rest for the wicked after all. Exactly. Exactly. This must be when she was sitting in the park, a couple of hours after he was at the police station. Lieutenant Whitaker knows this is going on. Listen to it. It's not new information. He knows what he's asking about. It'll be more clear now. Just go back a few seconds. I effing called it. He set it up to get his way and make the custody case go easier for him. Yep. Well, this is my mod. So you'll take it any way you will. But please remember, this is a good Christian chat, so don't use too much profanity. When did he even get home from the bachelor party? On the 28th, 29th in the morning. And this is the 30th. These people are sadistic for what they've done. There's no other words. I just had this feeling that he was afraid that she was going to expose him, and this is way to get back at her and shut her up. And again, I want to have custody with my baby I just left yesterday, who's 4 months old, who I don't have anything at my house ready to take. I need to go get the stuff from her house, but I'm begging the police to make sure she doesn't move to her whatever place he was afraid she would go to. You don't have shit. And you want to bring your kid to your house because, oh, you miss him after a few days? You left the house yesterday. It's this is why I wanted to play it with you fine people. Thank you, Jemima, for the swear jar fund. It was all planned. And again, just wait. We're just getting started.
Do I have any rights as the father to obtain my child since she's had him for several nights now? Do I have any right to, hey, this is a custody. We're both parents here. It's almost my turn to have the kid for the night, so I can know that he's safe and I can go file these after.
Through the police department, no, we don't have that ability. The only way that you would be able to do that if you spoke directly to her and said, you know, I'd like some time with the baby. And if she agrees to that, great. But it sounds like she's
not
probably not going to be. Yeah.
I have my sister who
Hey
had a
there.
quick question for you as well.
So now the sister has to ask questions because this 31-year-old father of a 4-month-old who really misses his kid and wants it to come over and stay at his house needs his sister to talk for him with the police. And this is a question for family court. This is not a question for the police department. Did he just say she had him for a few nights? Yes. Because remember, the 27th and the 28th is the bachelor party. The 29th is when he says he leaves the house. Well, the 27th, according to the RO. But the 29th is when he takes his stuff from the house. And this is the 30th. So she has been really, really taking care of everything. Yes, his sister is now having to talk. Coffee cake, wait, you'll figure it out. Thank you, Helena. It's Marissa who did all the hard work. I just take all the praise for it.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of this, and so I'm on the page of we need to get the baby out of her hands like now, or something really bad could happen. And I know you guys have talked a bit about this, but I am just wondering, is there any difference if she were to try to take the baby out of the state? Does that go against anything? Because that's what she's threatening with. Does the state matter at all? The state lines?
It really doesn't. It's her child.
It doesn't.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other question for you, because I think, we're talking about going to the courthouse. How do we, and especially because she is a police officer in this town and everyone talks, and I'm just wondering if we go file this, how do we, because if she finds out that this is filed before it's being addressed, it's going to end really horribly. So how do we actually ensure, and I guess, do you know anything about that process? Would a police officer come with us or with Justin to the house to get the baby? If this is assuming the custody was ordered, that the restraining order and the custody were ordered, what does that look like? Because we're very worried she'd find out before it could actually take place.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then the way, if an order is granted, they will then email a copy of the order to us for service. So we would serve it and then enforce it. So it would be like, here's your restraining order. Per the order, custody of the child is awarded to Justin, in which case we would have to make arrangements, for him to come take the child.
Okay, so he would not be there when you're presenting that. I mean, this might be an obvious question, I guess, because if he has the restraining order, he shouldn't be there.
Probably
correct?
not.
Guys...
I mean, we should probably take care of that. It's okay if he wants to be close by, like, in order to take custody of the child quickly.
Yeah, right.
He could come if he's in town. We could then reach out to him and say, okay, she's been served. You can come pick up the child now.
Okay. One, just to, I guess, make sure, because I know you guys will get notified if there is an emergency order put through. She's an officer, of course. What does she have access to see? I'm just is there a way to flag this directly to, the trusted?
No, when it gets sent to the officer in charge. So nobody sees that except the officer in charge and anyone else who has access to that email, which she does not.
Okay, so that's reassuring. So I'm just trying to make sure there's no chance she could find out before this happens.
Did she catch wind while she was at the police station of anything occurring? Like,
nope.
No. Okay.
Nope. I didn't want to tip her off and give her the opportunity to do anything rash.
Okay. Thank you. All right, officer. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Now we know who knew at the police station that Kelsey Fitzsimmons should not be issued her radio. Lieutenant Whitaker knew they were going to file this restraining order while Kelsey Fitzsimmons was at the police station. Marissa, did you get all the calls? Because remember in the affidavits, it says that he called Lieutenant Daly and talked a lot about how she was going to be dangerous. I only heard one person, his sister, talk about, oh, this is going to end badly. I was a witness to all of this. Remember that witness who said it was Justin's sister who was antagonizing Justin or Kelsey at the bridal shower. It's way different when you have audio. Thank you so much, Palola's mom. It's way different now. We can hear what is really being said, because now we know that the police did know. Like Bradel said, Bradel must have these recordings as well. We know when Bradel said there's some connections there, there is someone trying to cover this at the police station that morning. Apparently, that was Lieutenant Whitaker. I don't know which sister it is. I asked for any calls to North Andover, but it would not include cell phones. Of course. Massachusetts is going to be owned by Karen, Kelsey, and Aiden after all of this. I would even say Karen is, they can always say, well, we're just shitty cops. We didn't do our job. This one, they are setting her up. Why didn't they, when they know she's so dangerous, when she's, again, why the hell aren't they doing something to prevent this from happening? This is 4 hours before they arrive at Kelsey Fitzsimmons' house. This is before they have obtained the restraining order. The cop already knows that something's going to go down. And we just heard him say, well, he can just stay nearby, so when we have served it, he can arrive at the house. So it's Lieutenant Whitaker who says Justin should just show up at the house. When the probate judge gave the order at 4:31 p.m., what was her plan for getting the baby? I don't know. Well, they didn't know she was going to pull out a firearm, so yeah. My girlfriend had to take her dog to the vet this afternoon. Oh, I'm not going to go too much off the screen. Yeah, he is on administrative leave right now, Justin. But these were the calls on the day off. We don't have a call either. There must be a transcript somewhere noting the phone calls he had with Lieutenant Daly. Now we go to 07/03/2025 at 07:34 in the morning. So we can get to hear what, if any, went on before all of this happened. Hey, Justice Served. Love to use a quick snippet of that sister's audio tonight with credit, gratitude, and promo from Rebecca, of course. Marissa, can you share it with Justice Served? It's my mod, Marissa, who got the files. She has it on a Google Drive, but I could probably send it to you because, hey, sharing is caring. I have, she got, we have eight clips. Some of them are just nothing clips, but we have 8 clips, and We don't monopolize. We share, we care, we grow together. So, yeah, that's what it's about. Thank you so much, Marissa. And hey, Jess Bomb. Let her see her baby. This is sickening. I'm just so disgusted by all of this. It's sadistic crap. She has been, she has been, I know what you're saying, but yeah, she has been punished enough. But this is on the day of the break-in.
Okay, no, please and fire, been recorded.
Hey, this is Justin Land, off-duty firefighter. Can I speak to your OIC?
Hold on, sir.
Notice how his voice is not his voice he used the other before. Now he has a little more man in him.
Lieutenant Sloyce, can I help you?
Hi, this is Justin Land. I'm going to 125 Phillips Brooks to retrieve all of my belongings today with other members of the fire department. I had spoken to Sergeant Gerke yesterday about what would happen if she said I had full authorization to retrieve all my belongings, and if her family shows up to call for a police officer. Given the intense nature of what has happened in that house and what her family has already been trying to do, I need to request a police officer is there at 9:30 when I show up.
Okay.
We're going to be there for 2 hours, and given the potential and the intense nature of what happened there, I don't know what has happened. I don't know what they're going to do. And I'm going to have to request that a police officer is there.
Okay, yeah, we have, can you hold on 1 second?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'm going to request the police officer to be there for 2 hours while I get all my stuff from the house. Intense nature, intense nature. That was a word I caught on to. That's not a word you would use unless someone have told you to say that, because this is going to be recorded and probably be used when they have to defend against the...
Justin?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm told that the plan is if anybody does show up to give us a call, we'll be there immediately. We're very limited today on staff, but if there's any issue at all, we'll be there momentarily.
All right, I'm going to have it noted that if something does happen, I requested 2 times for a police officer to be there from the beginning. I want that noted because I will escalate this further because this is not right from given the situation that occurred in that house and the potential for something else to happen. My family should have never been in that position in the first place. Now I'm requesting something that is shit that should be placed there, and you're telling me no several times. That right there is not right.
Justin, it's Katie. We spoke yesterday.
We did speak yesterday. We did speak yesterday. Given the intense nature of this situation and what could occur, I'm going to be there for 2 to 3 hours. I know what her father is capable of. I know what could happen.
But
media are there. I'm just telling you.
I understand the stressful situation, but what we spoke to yesterday was that we weren't going to prevent you from going in the house, but if something happened, you could call us right away and we'd be there. And that was what we spoke.
No, we did speak about that, and after thinking about it again, I wanted to make my concerns noted 2 times. So if something does happen, if something does occur, this will be noted, and I have no problem escalating it further. I appreciate your time. Thank you, and have a good day.
What time are you heading over there?
I will be there at 9:30 with 5 or 6 other men. It's going to take a couple hours.
All right. Well, that's there was no formal request at a certain time, Justin. I understand.
I understand that. I went through Crystal as well. I asked Crystal. Crystal said she would ask as well. That never coming back to me. This is a formal request. I called yesterday. You gave me this information. I'm calling again this morning, and I'm telling you that. You guys do last minute details every single day. This is a last minute detail. Yesterday would have been a detail that was not last minute.
Would you like a detail?
I am not paying for a detail.
Okay, all right.
My family should have never been in that situation. My child and myself should have never happened. I will absolutely escalate whatever I have to do. If I'm saying that I don't feel comfortable and I don't want to put my brother again, my friends into a situation where something could occur, or if you knew what happened, I don't know what her family would be capable of at this point. They've already filed negligence against me as the father when there has been nothing. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they would be capable of. But if you want to wait and find out, that is on you. And I am glad this is a recorded line.
Okay.
So I will be there at 9:30. If you do not have someone there, all of my concerns have been noted. Thank you for your time and goodbye.
This is Karen. Can I talk to the manager? Can I please speak to the manager? We also don't have the phone calls with Crystal and Lauren, but we read them. That's the one where, oh, I'm so sorry for what happened to your family. But now, when the calls were from the day off, you were, oh, I'm so afraid. Now, I'm going to escalate this. I'm going to do something. What are you really going to do, Justin? Who is dangerous? Who are you afraid of? My family should never, ever have been in this mess. Who put them in it? You did. Because you took your ball and went home. And then mommy told you, better get that grandbaby of mine. I'm listening on replay, and the first call, oh my goodness, he is buzzing the baby, literally tearing the baby off her feeding breast. Yeah, because Justin needs to get access to his baby. He hasn't seen it for days now. Well, he saw him yesterday. Did he call them directly on their personal cell phones? I don't know, but we know there's transcripts of it. Your family are crapheads too, but no one feels bad for you. Yeah. So nice to hear Katie's voice. Hooah. I'm noting it. I want it noted. Police gave a high bar of immunity. They, as I understand it, they just took a whole shitload of liability. You could just go over there. And now we're going to get to 07/03/2025, 09:38. This is probably the first call when he breaks in the door. So let's listen to that one.
North Andover Police and Fire, this line's recorded.
This is Justin Milan. I need to speak to the OIC.
I'm sorry, who is this? Oh, who is this? Hello?
You could hear the alarm in the background. You know he doesn't look after that baby. That's the mom's job. Again, I want the OIC. He wants the manager. Yeah, he no one should tell no to him. His mom never said no. And he's special. Yeah, the alarm, he never expected to be there. Just like all the video cameras catching him smoking 207 times. Well, it's I don't know when it's coming back, so first impression, one whiny, dramatic, entitled man-child by the sounds of it. Yes. That's especially the first, when he calls the police. Oh, I'm a victim here, don't you know? That's all in that call because he hung up when the alarm was going off. But
North Andover Police.
he then calls Lieutenant Whitaker again on 07/03/2025 at 9:40. So 2 minutes later.
North Andover Police Fire calls being recorded. Hello? Hello? Police Department. Hello?
That's, yeah, not all of them are winners.
My fucking shit.
Now he's going to call dispatch, and it picks up a little bit before they say it's dispatch. So listen carefully in the beginning. Yeah, he's really, really surprised by the alarm. He's calling dispatch a minute later.
My fucking Chevy, though.
North Andover Police and Fire lines recorded.
Look at my fucking what?
My fucking Chevy, though.
North Andover Police and Fire.
My fucking Chevy, though.
North Andover.
My fucking Chevy, though.
North Andover Police and Fire.
Look at my fucking Chevy? Is he saying, look at my fucking Chevy?
My fucking Chevy, though.
North Andover Police and Fire lines recorded.
This is Justin again. Can you please move to OIC?
Yes, sir. Just give me a moment, please.
Get my thing something out. I hear it as look at my effing something.
My fucking Chevy, though.
North Andover.
Sounds like, I don't do Massachusetts accents, but it kind of sounds like Chevy to me. Kind of like Chevy. Why is he trying to trigger a police visit by calling but not being there on the line? Well, maybe that's a bad connection. That's what I heard also, yeah. I'm behind, but this doesn't sound like the transcript at all. It's way different when you can hear the emotions put into what they're saying. No idea what it says. Chevy, that makes more sense than Chevy O. I don't know. This whole music is everyone's doctor music. Or pharmacy when you need your legally prescribed Adderall and it's on back order. Well, you just go to Justin's cousin and get it. Something shot to hell. It's my effing Chevy, though. It was such an emergency to get what? Why couldn't he wait? The world has to stop so he can get his drugs, her computer, and the letter entitled Brad. Yeah, effing something. Chevy, though. Look at my fucking Chevy, though. This is when I wish I was a recovery addict who could run everything through computers. Yeah, or microdots. But again, 2 hours before this, he didn't want to pay for no detail because his family should not have gone through all of this, and it's so bad. And now we have 3 missed calls in a row he didn't pick up. This one is a little bit longer. This is Lieutenant Whitaker. He finally connects with him at 9:41. Look at my shabby house. Where's Jess? She speaks it fluently. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of Massachusetts here. They should be able to effing shut me out. It's my gawking Chevy now. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, he is entitled. You are absolutely right. Is this after she's been puking and laying in the hospital? Yes. This is on 07/03/2025, the day he breaks into her house with the blessing of the police department. And we're probably going to hear that blessing from Lieutenant Whitaker in the next soundbite.
Good morning. This is Lieutenant Whitaker.
Lieutenant Whitaker, this is Justin Elaine. I'm at 125 Phillips Brooks right now, retrieving my belongings.
Okay. Hello?
Just starting, what time was the call on the break-in? There was a call at 7:34 in the morning where he referenced another call we don't have from the day before on the 2nd. He calls at 7:34 and says, I'm going to be there with 5-6 guys at 9:30. I want a detail. Well, no, I want an officer. And they said, you can get a detail. I'm not paying for a detail. And then he calls at 9:38, and you can hear the alarm in the background, and it doesn't get picked up. 9:40, 9:41, and now we are at 9:41 again, where he gets through to Lieutenant Whitaker, the same guy he talked to about the restraining order.
Good morning. This is Lieutenant Whitaker.
Lieutenant Whitaker, this is Justin Elaine. I'm at 125 Phillips Brooks right now, retrieving my belongings.
Okay. Hello? Hello, Justin? Justin, are you still there? Hello, Justin?
Say that again, sir.
Justin, are you still there?
I'm still there. It connected to my truck for some reason.
Oh, I thought it was my phone was messing up or something. Yeah, so you said that you were over on Phillips Brooks gathering some belongings?
Yep. Grabbed my belongings. The alarm did go off. They had changed the locks. The alarm did go off. Her dad has he set the full system up. He has everything. He's going to know the alarms went off, and I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be driving down from New Hampshire to show up here.
Okay. Whereabouts from New Hampshire would he be coming from?
He's up in the not the Rochester. I forget exactly what town he's in. He's probably about 40 minutes away, 30 minutes away. I don't know if he's coming, but I have no doubt in my mind that man is going to come down with a vengeance.
Okay.
Yes, the dad changed the log. They had changed the logs, and the dad has changed the alarm, is what he said.
I mean, do you think that
I called? I called 2 times. My family should have never been in this position. I called 2 times, once yesterday, once today, and I'm asking for a detail down here for 2 hours. If that's something that you guys cannot do, I will gladly escalate the situation. This is ridiculous.
What do you mean by escalate the situation?
I will go to the media. I will do whatever I have to do to ensure my family's safety, my brother's safety here, and 2 firefighters that are here. If his family comes down, they are absolutely going to be doing something.
Okay.
And if you're saying there's no resources for this, it's insane.
If you need a detail, I can put a detail out.
I will not be paying for a detail given the circumstances of this. You can bring this to the chief. Please bring it to someone, because I am not paying a cent for this. This is ridiculous. Given the circumstances and the escalation of this situation, you not providing a detail and having it be your guys' idea is unbelievable.
We can provide a detail, but you're going to be charged for it.
I will not be charged for that. You know what? I am glad this is the 3rd time this is happening, because when something does happen at this location, it is going to be all on that department. Once again, this is unbelievable.
Justin, when he gets there, just call us and we'll send an officer over there to keep the peace.
That's not how it's going to go down, but thank you for your time.
He just threatened the police department, and he just told the police he's going to do something to Kelsey's father. Pay your fucking detail if you want a detail. Why should the taxpayers? Because of the way it has escalated. What way has it escalated? Yeah, she got shot. She's in the hospital. No one is coming to that house. If you had called first and say, hey, I need to go get stuff for the baby, can we meet up? I'm going to bring some guys, make sure everything's going to stay peachy. I've talked to the police. They will be arriving if anything happens. I don't want to escalate anything. Could we potentially do it at 9:30? Instead, you went over and you kicked in the door and the alarm went off. You destroyed the security system. You stole stuff at the house. Who escalated all of this? Justin. who was the one who escalated all of this. Because there's no need to kick in the door. When you grab the handle and find out, oh, my key doesn't work anymore, you call the police and says, well, we can't enter the house because they changed the locks. If I call her father, could you be here at 9:15 or no, 10:15 when he arrives and make sure? They would probably have said, we'll just swing by just to make sure nothing. You don't need a detail. We'll just swing by and make sure everything is okay. But this whiny little prick wants them to be his bodyguards. Who is escalating it? Who is showing up to the house with your brother and two guys? Who just threatened the police department and Kelsey's father if he showed up? There's only one escalator in all of this. And it's not one of those you ride up in the airport. It's you, Justin. Because you are a little bitch. And do you know what? Those threats about going to the media and putting the police on blast, congratulations. I will be the one with the lowest number of viewers listening to your whiny, pathetic little voice today. Dear Justin, just wait till justice serve. Just wait to Aiden Carney get a hold of these tapes. Everyone will hear your voice now. Yeah, her father would come with a vengeance. There has been no threats of violence made against him. None. It's not Justin who pulled the trigger. It's Officer Noonan. He didn't do it that way, Baker, because he wouldn't have been able to take her stuff. Well, I know that, but yeah. How are these cops still on his side? Because the family is connected. I'm happy to share the audio with anyone else. Yes. Let's just, if anyone wants them and anyone want to do it, holler at me and we'll get it to you. But I don't know, Justin, if you have ever heard about the Barbara Streisand effect. Welcome. F around and F out. The next one will be from... Oh, shit. I messed up. This is actually from the day before. So this is the long conversation with Sergeant Gerke. I'm sorry, I read the date wrong. So this is the day before. The one we heard was the last phone call before the dad arrives. This one will be the one where he talks to, what's her name, Lauren, whatever her name, who's promised him everything. I'm sorry, Marissa. I will be your hollaback girl. Yes. Well, I do make mistakes sometimes.
Northern Police and Fire, this call is recorded.
Hi, this is Justin Land. I'm on the North End Fire Department. I am off duty right now. I do need to speak with the OIC.
Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second, please.
This is the one from the day before that I messed up. I saw the dates wrong when I downloaded them. I'm so sorry. So this will be the ones before he then calls in the morning again. I'm sure you can all put it together in your head. But this is from the day before. Thank you. I need to stop with all the coke. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Then no, it was. This must be. Yeah, he already went there and got his 2-for-1 deal.
Hey, is this Justin?
Yes, this
Hey,
is.
it's Katie. How are you? I mean, that's a silly question, but I digress. I do care.
No, I'm doing as well.
Thinking
as I
about
can be
you
right
guys.
now, and
Yeah. So what can I do for you,
Katie's
Justin?
good.
What's that?
I need to discuss my options of retrieving all of my belongings from Phillips Brooks.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Well, it's your house, so I'm assuming that you can make whatever arrangements if you just want us to because let's just say if this were, a scenario we deal with in any other case, with restraining orders, there's nothing barring you from returning to your own property except for your own safety. So I can't, we don't have any jurisdiction, and we don't even navigate about mutual property. So when we get restraining orders, people have to, commonly the defendant would ask it's different in this case because you may be in stow, from what I understand. But any property that's in there is between you, Kelsey, and civil courts. It doesn't have anything to do with us. We have no jurisdiction to say what can't be removed, what can be removed.
So am I able to go to the house with a bunch of fire buddies and remove my belongings?
Yes. We have no jurisdiction on that. I don't, are you in communication with her family and things like how?
No, I am in no communication with her family whatsoever.
Yeah. Do you know if they're at the house at all? That would be my only thing. If you wanted to go, if you feel like they're there, and I mean, it's your house. So truly, you can go in there anytime you please. And let's just say, hypothetically, they were there and they get all bent out of shape about that. What you could do is just call us for us to explain that to them.
So my only concern would be I know they're blaming me for a lot of this situation.
Yeah, I get it.
They are there. For the potential retaliation or any of the sort.
Yeah. So you can play it however you want it to play it. I'm going to leave that up to you. One option would be to shoot them a text or anything, and just so you know, I'm going back to the house to pick up some belongings.
They would
say no, absolutely not.
I'm pretty sure they would show up.
Yeah. Okay. So what you may want to do is just go do what you got to do. I can't keep you from there, nor would I want to. It's your house as well. It's your property.
So it's technically the deed is in her name.
Sure. But you're
technically, no. It is in her name. It's her house. A police officer just okayed that you broke into your former residence. You have left the premises. You file a restraining order saying you moved to Stowe on the 27th. You were at the house on the 29th getting your stuff. You don't have residence in this house anymore. I hope this lady is fired already. Katie is probably a really big liability for the police department because she just made up a whole new set of rules in Massachusetts that if you have at some point contributed to the rent in a house or stayed there for a period of time, you can just go there, kick the door in, get your shit. You can take it up in civil court. Can't wait to hear the lawyers go through that liability.
A resident of that house.
Yes, you have legal standing in there as far as the civil courts are concerned. You have keys, you have access. I know you live there. We know you live there. We're not going to stand in your way from collecting your property. If you go and do your thing, and just if you get there and someone's there, we can, before you even go into the house, you could call us and, meet us over at the school parking lot area and be like, they're there right now. Can you send someone by to keep the peace? And we'd be happy to do that for you. We do that all the time. Especially if the roles are reversed. If you had been asked to leave the house, we do this all the time where, the person who has resided there has a legal right to grab things.
Yeah, I'm just going to get as many friends as I can and get out of there as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah, so if you end up being there and if they're there already, my suggestion would be to kind of head over to the parking lot of the school and we can break the ice, keep the peace, be like, hey, Justin has every right to grab his things, and, you should cooperate with this because it's just why create more issues. I mean, it's not you live there too, with your baby and yourself for quite a bit of time. So we could break the ice first if you'd rather just do it that way and hope that they're not there.
Yeah.
And then if they show up while you're there, just try to keep cool heads and just call us and we'll send someone right over to keep the peace, just don't even mention anything and just be like, the police will come down and we'll sort this out. I'm not trying to create any, more difficulties for any of us. And let's just call the police. They'll come down and help us, No.
That's a baby that's looking for a tit. That's clearly a baby that's looking to breastfeed. I know those sounds because I've just spent time with my grandson when he was 4 months old. That baby is looking for his mother's tit. I'm sorry. That's the sound I hear when I hear those sounds. That's a baby that wants to breastfeed. Anyone who have breastfed their babies will probably say, yeah, it's hungry baby noises, and it's those kind of. I'm almost sure if any of you ladies were breastfeeding right now, it'll, I don't know what you call it. We call it run two when, yes. Oh, gee, Wilkes, gosh darn it, just break a lock or two and steal some stuff. No need to notify the owners of the house. You betcha, by golly. Yeah, Katie sounds like a peach and a half for the police department. That is picky rooting sounds. It's kind of the same. So, yeah. Yeah, because you can tell, again, when a baby is just, I'm just in a bad mood. And those is kind of a signal to you to start producing. So, again, this is 3 days after he saw his mom the last time. As someone who has lactated a lot can confirm. Yeah, and it's just anyone who have had a baby knows those sounds because, okay, time for mommy now. Now dad can't do it anymore. Good. More eyes. Not just nourishment, but comfort also. Yeah, of course, but it's the sound that it wants a tit. So, yes.
Need to butt heads. No, sometimes things get very emotional and difficult. So, but we can diffuse it a little bit if we just say, hey, just let's all hang out for a minute and we'll call the police to help us tell us. And that's
Okay,
what we would
understood.
say. And what we'd say to the family is, you know what, we're just trying to, you know, he has a legal right to grab what he wants out of the house. You know, he resided here. The son's in his custody, so you got to grab the baby's things, I'm sure.
Okay.
So, and if there is down the road, like any dispute on property, what we would tell her, like if she says, oh, my 50-inch TV's gone, you know, he took it, we would just tell her that she'd have to take it up with probate court. And civil
Okay.
court.
Yeah, no, I just want my tools, my clothes.
Right.
I don't have any of my stuff, so.
Yeah, you have your weapons, I think. You have
I
guns,
do,
right?
yep.
Yeah, you have all
I
those.
removed them all from the house the night prior.
Yeah, so that any property, we would just take a report from her and say, talk to the courts, because that's not our purview.
Okay, understood.
So if you're not going to
Thank
give
you
them
very much.
if you're not going to give them a heads up, which is your right to, it's not my business to tell you what to do. That's not our jurisdiction, because you don't have an order out against you, and you have legal standing in that house. Just
Someone give that baby a bottle right freaking now. Put down the phone. You took a 4-month-old from its mother. You breaking into a house is not that important, you massive piece of shit. I'm sorry. That baby needs comfort. You put the phone down and you tell this stupid Katie, I'm calling back. It's a 4-month-old. No, it's more important that we can talk about stealing a 50-inch TV. You're such a crap person. Fuck you, Justin Alien.
call us if you happen to see their car there.
Yep.
And we'll meet you before and break the ice with them prior, and then we'll go from there. And if
Okay,
they show
sounds
up,
good.
just call us. Just say, hey, I'm trying to get some property. Can you just send someone to keep the peace?
So even though I have a temporary restraining order right now, I am still allowed to go to that house?
Yeah, the restraining order is on her. Yeah, it's not keeping
It's
you
on
from
her,
going
okay.
back. Yeah. hmm
Okay, understood. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Take
You
care.
got it, Justin. Call back if you need any help, okay? And
Okay,
I
will
do
do. Thank
feel
you.
for you. And, I know this is terrible, but a lot of us support you, and, we're all, it's terrible what you're going through.
Yeah, no,
so.
it's
Nightmare. And, I support you, and you're so kind to everybody. So anything you need, let me know, okay?
Okay, thank you so much for your time. I really
you got
appreciate
it.
it.
Yep. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
You're so kind to everyone. Oh, thank you. Bye-bye. And then the next day he calls back and he says, now I thought about it. I need a detail. I'm not paying for it. Give me a detail. I warned you. I'm going to escalate this. Something will happen. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit is all I can say. He sounds so broken up about the mother of his child being close to that. You can't tell in any of these calls. Well, if we go back and listen to the first one again, for people who came in a little bit later, listen how meek he is.
No, Phantom Police and Fire being recorded.
Hi, I'm looking to speak with Lieutenant Whitaker.
He is actually tied up at the moment. Can I ask your name?
I had actually just spoken with him. This is Justin Alayan. I had just got off a phone call with him.
Hold on 1 second here.
Okay.
Hi, sir. He'll be giving you a call right back.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, bye.
This is poor Justin. This is the same day they're going to serve the restraining order. Poor Justin. Oh, can I just talk to the police? And again, for those of you who weren't here in the start, I'll just play the first two. Both of them are 4 hours before the restraining order is served. Now we know why Kelsey Fitzsimmons wasn't given her radio when she was doing CPR training at the police station that day, because Lieutenant Whitaker already knew at some point that day they would be filing a restraining order.
North Andover Police and Fire, your call is being recorded.
Hey, this is Justin again. I'm just calling Lieutenant Whitaker back. I just missed his call, unfortunately.
Yeah, Justin, it's me.
Oh, okay. How you doing, sir? I had a couple quick questions for you again.
Yeah.
So she's messaged me telling me that she's planning on taking the baby up to the land in New Hampshire. Do I have any rights to make sure that she does not leave with that child?
At this point, I don't think we do. I've spoken to my superior.
Yeah.
Filled him in on everything that we talked about, and we don't really have the right to deny her child.
Do I have any rights as the father to obtain my child since she's had him for several nights now? Do I have any right to, hey, it's...
She's had him for several nights now. Again, this is the 30th. They were at a bachelor party on the 28th and the 29th. And now he's complaining that he hasn't seen his baby for several nights.
This is the custody. We're both parents here. It's almost my turn to have the kid for the night, so I can know that he's safe and I can go file these after.
Through the police department, no, we don't have that ability. The only way that you would be able to do that if you spoke directly to her and said, you know, I'd like some time with the baby, and if she agrees to that, great. But it sounds like she's probably not gonna be. Yeah.
I have my sister who's
Hey
had a quick question for you as well.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of this, and so I'm on the page. We need to get the baby out of her hands like now, or something really bad could happen. And I know you guys have talked a bit about this, but I am just wondering: is there any difference if she were to try to take the baby out of the state? Does that go against anything? Because that's what she's threatening with. Does the state matter at all? The state lines?
It really doesn't. It's her child.
No, remember the RO, part of the RO is removing her weapons. So she can't work at that point.
It doesn't.
You know,
okay.
Yeah.
One other question for you, because I think, we're talking about going to the courthouse. How do we, and especially because she is a police officer in this town and everyone talks, and I'm just wondering, if we go file this, how do we, because if she finds out that this is filed before it's being addressed, it's going to end really horribly. So how do we actually ensure, and I guess, do you know anything about that process? Would a police officer come with us or with Justin to the house to get the baby? If this is assuming the custody was ordered, that the restraining order and the custody were ordered, what does that look like? Because we're very worried she'd find out before it could actually take place.
They haven't even filed a restraining order yet, and they are 100% sure that they're going to be granted the restraining order and the custody of the baby. Listening to that, does that again give you kind of a inkling that someone might be well connected, that they are already 4 hours before the restraining order is served, before they have ever gone to the judge and ask for a restraining order? They are absolutely 100% sure. And the police is even saying, yeah, we can do this, we can't do that. Bradel was right when he said, there are some weird connections going on in this case.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then the way, if an order is granted, they will then email a copy of the order to us for service. So we would serve it and then enforce it. So it would be like, here's your restraining order. Per the order, custody of the child is awarded to Justin, in which case we would have to make arrangements, for him to come take the child.
Okay, so he would not be there when you're presenting that. I mean, this might be an obvious question, I guess, because if he has the restraining order, he shouldn't be there. Is that
Probably
correct, that you
not.
guys-
I mean, we should probably take care of that. It's okay if he wants to be close by, like,
Yeah.
in order to take custody of the child quickly.
Yeah, right.
You know, he could come if he's in town. You know, we could then reach out to him and say, okay, she's been served. You can come pick up the child now.
Okay. One, just to, I guess, make sure that, because I know you guys will get notified if there is an emergency order put through. Like, I mean, she's an officer, of course. What does she have access to see? I'm just, like, is there a way to flag this directly to, you know, the trusted?
No, when it gets sent,
friend?
it gets sent to the officer in charge. So nobody sees that except the officer in charge and anyone else who has access to that email, which she does not.
Okay, so that's reassuring. So I'm just trying to make sure there's no chance she could find out before this happens.
Did she catch wind while she was at the police station of anything occurring? Like,
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope. I didn't want to tip her off and give her the opportunity to do anything rash.
Thank you. All right, officer. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
At what time was she at the police station that morning doing her CPR requalification? At that point, Lieutenant Whitaker already knew that there was potentially an RO being taken out against Kelsey. And he's now sitting there and saying, yeah, we'll keep it secret. I didn't want to do anything to make her act out. Does he have a duty to act? Because he must be in fear of this kid can be harmed as well. If he didn't want to do anything that would make her act out in the police station, and he just let her leave with a baby that apparently is being threatened on its life. No. Just walk out of there. This is your colleague. And you are planning to take a baby away with his family. And why the hell does a 31-year-old man needs his sister to talk to the police for him? That's really weird in my book, that the sister needs to talk for this 31-year-old man, a father of a child, who he now wants custody of this child. But his sister is the one who is talking. When we read the transcripts, I didn't get that the sister was talking to the police. She did a lot of the heavy lifting in this. She was the one who said, oh, I noticed all of it. I know this could go really bad. Go back and read the bridesmaid story. It was the sister who woke her up at the B&B, screaming and yelling at Kelsey, you don't touch my brother, you don't do anything. But she's absolutely stable enough that, because she lives with her parents, as far as I know, as does Justin, she's stable enough to have around a 4-month-old. The one who was attacking Kelsey at the B&B. Maybe he was impaired at the time. I don't know. Why didn't he just go down to probate family division and apply for custody like every other father does? Why does the police already know he's going to go and get the restraining order before he goes and gets it? This is 4 hours before they serve her with the restraining order. Why doesn't he already have it? I don't know what time Kelsey is at the park, but she had been home around an hour at 6 o'clock when the police arrived, and she had been at the park for 3 hours. Yeah, so this is the time where he had made a date to meet with Kelsey so they could talk about what was going on in their relationship. And she was waiting for him at the park. That time, he spent sitting with his sister, planning with Lieutenant Whitaker how to do this, how he could go and get his baby. He's threatening to go up to the land in New Hampshire. You just left. She has a 4-month-old. She's supposed to start work in 5 days. Maybe, just maybe, when the idiot who lives with my daughter, if he goes somewhere, sometimes she'll say, is it okay I come down and stay with you for a couple of days? Sure. Because then there's someone to take care of the baby with them. It's a 4-month-old. It's probably not that easy. And she was just left by her boyfriend, her fiance, after a shitty weekend. But absolutely, no, don't go anywhere. Don't have anyone come help you with the baby. Just stay at a park so we can steal the baby from you. You just know there's so much more to the bachelorette party. Again, when I read it, I said, it's funny how this friend of hers that she hadn't seen since high school, which was within the last 8-10 years, she saw her the last time. Now she's a bridesmaid. She starts out by telling a story that clearly, in my book, benefits Kelsey. Ashley, or whatever the sister is called, screams at Kelsey. Kelsey leaves the house. Justin leaves the house. They call Kelsey's parents. They say, no, Kelsey's fine. And still 3 hours later, there's commotion going on in the house, not because Kelsey's there, but because of all of Justin's family. They are the ones starting all of this shit. Then all of a sudden, someone tried to ran me off the road. It could be Kelsey. Pure toots. But Justin was acting weird at the bachelor party. Kelsey was trying to break the ice. Hey, come strip for me. Come do. Yeah. She was probably a little drunk. It was her first party in probably half a year, because, no, probably more than that, in probably a year, because she was pregnant. And now they're saying, okay, 4 months in, I will get milk out for the baby. The parents are going to take the babies. We get drunk. I have a day where it gets out of my system, and then we're back to breastfeeding. Absolutely fine. Other people have done that before. No baby was harmed in the process. But Justin is acting weird. And when we then read his restraining order, where he claims that he left the house on the 27th, which would be before they went on the bachelor party. How many of you, one in chat, if you went to your bachelor party after you had broken up your engagement? Make that make sense. Like I said, there's so many timelines in all of this that just doesn't match up when you read every single filing in this case. Nothing matches anything. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. That's not what we call it in Denmark. Just call it pump. So, yeah. Yeah, and again, it's 4 months in. The baby is probably being taken care of for the first time. Maybe she want to rekindle being boyfriend, girlfriend again and have a little brown chicken, brown cow. I could see that. But according to the bridesmaid, he was acting weird all day. He was quiet. He didn't want to do anything. And it's his family who starts all the commotion. And then Kelsey flips a switch, which I could understand. My fiance just left, probably told me this is over. I can't go through with it. His slutty, druggy sister is screaming at me. I would probably throw something at her as well and kick her over the legs. No, it was their bachelor party. Breaks my heart to hear the baby in the background. Poor Kelsey, oh my God, no amount of money can fix what they've damaged forever. No, and again, anyone who heard that baby, you can clearly tell it's seeking a breast. It wants to breastfeed. It's so disheartening to listen to all of this. I might also hit someone who was trying to leave but being restrained. There's no testimony that happened. So again, what we know is he claims that they went to the room. She was drunk as hell, and then she was angry at him, and he went to the bathroom. I'm gonna run it through memory. I don't have it in front of me. He went to the bathroom. He came back, and she wanted to brown chicken, brown cow, and he said no. Nope. The way you're behaving, you're not getting the D. And then she walked up to him and punched him 3 times in the face with a closed fist. And then his brother came and said, "Hey, what's going on in there?" And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't seem real. This big old soldier boy, this firefighter, would let her punch him 3 times in the face. That's a lot of punches. Why doesn't he just stop it? We've seen her. She's a petite little woman. The first one, yeah, you can get a surprise in. But the second one, you'll just hold her and say, "You better stop now." The sister is having a big role in this, I'm realizing. I thought the mama bear was the one who was pulling all the strings, but the sister has something to do with this as well. I need to start practice my crying to see if women start breaking out the boobs. I have been crying for 4 years, anime. Doesn't work. I pray that these calls will limit Justin's entire family to only supervised visit for the rest of baby's life. And remember that the baby will be able to listen to these calls one day. I am not a fan of mentioning minors by name because they are not asking to be part of the internet life. But yes, little baby C, no one thought about him. I just want to go get my stuff. I couldn't even say, "Hey, I'm going to call you back. I need to take care of him." Thank you so much, Melissa Florida, for sending a super sticker. Of a lemon kissing a pear, I think it is. But thank you so much, Melissa Florida. I need photos of that night to believe a word. Wouldn't that be nice if someone had a couple of videos where we saw him standing there constantly telling her, "Hey, are you sure that you should drink anymore? Could you please relax a little bit? Don't you think we need to go to sleep now?" And she was like, "No, come on, man. Strip for me. I need a stripper. It's my bachelor party. Come on." Yeah, I need that video as well, because the testimony we have is nowhere near that. I thought it was the mom, but it seems like the sister is more involved, but mom is connected one, so there's that. Maybe mom doesn't want to be on tape, but you can't trust Justin. So maybe you need the sister who's a little more used to talking to the police. I'm just saying. Southern Mom says, "I feel so sad for Kelsey as a mom of 2 kiddos, now teens. Hearing my baby cry after not seeing him for so long would cross my heart. Especially those noises. Those noises are, these noises. You learn, especially when you get your second child, you know what that type of crying means, that type of crying, and that type of crying. To me, that was instantly someone get a titty out because that baby needs some comfort. Why do they have a joint bachelor party? That is so stupid, first of all. We had a joint bachelor party because my wife was a little bit to the jealous side, so she didn't want me out partying where maybe potentially we could have strippers or anything. So if I wanted a bachelor party, I have to have it with her. That was the rule. So sometimes it'll be like that. Justin only said she was trying to leave with the baby. Yeah, he never said she's a danger to the baby. And that's the thing in the transcript. We read that he called Officer Daly and talked about how she was going to kill everyone. It's not in any of these phone calls. There's no phone calls with Officer Daly. It must have been on his cell phone that's not recorded or something. Yeah, mother knows those cries. Good dads do too, just saying. Well, I'm not a good dad, but I still know them. Thank you, Holly Mac, for gifting memberships to Southern Mom, Garfield's Whiskers, Evolve My, I think, Ashley Oaks, and thank you so much, Holly Mac, for helping a few more people get notifications if YouTube wants to tell them we are out there. Heidi, if you look in the bottom, I say, remember to thank Marissa. Marissa was the one who said, I sent out for the audio of these recordings. And if you are a creator out there who wants to use them, we don't monopolize shit on this channel. We want as many people who cover this trial as possible to have it, unless you're one of the idiots on the other side. So if you need them, reach out and we'll try and get them to you if you want to do a stream covering it yourself, because the more the merrier. This is what we lost when the Free Care and Read movement was destroyed, because it was destroyed. The camaraderie, the helping each other, everyone rising up together and helping put a focus on Kelsey Fitzsimmons' trial. So if you are a creator or you know a creator, let us know and we will gladly share it with you. There's very few creators I won't share it with. Twisted Tragedies, Clevin, a few more from the Free Can Read movie. Betty Swallows, you became a member and you have been a member for 9 months. It's a Baker baby. Thank you. So, yeah. The fact that you knew what type of cry that was makes me love you more. Well, I love babies. And I have my own 2 babies who are wonderfully grown and the bestest babies, well, bestest women in the world now. 3 Baker babies. Exactly. So that's 4 Baker babies today. But no, I have my own wonderful daughters, and both of them had colic, so you know the difference between I need breast and I just scream because my stomach hurts. And I have 3 nephews and a niece, and I'm always the uncle who, anytime we have a family gathering, I'm the one who walks around carrying a baby. And now I have Baby Baker, my grandson. So I do a lot of that. I love babies. It's my favorite thing to just take care of those little things. That's how it should be. 3 months, 3 babies with Sue as well. This feels like forever. Sue, any day with you feels a little bit longer. But thank you so much for 28 months. Yes, thank Marissa, because this is really important to listen to the context in all of this. Because you can hear it's way different than when you read it. Nurse Kim did a reenactment of it. After hearing Katie, yeah, he got her pretty well. That's what I can say. My chat message on my phone keeps switching to top messages. Annoying as hell. At the same time, they have that thing where you can't text, and YouTube is fixing things as always. I'm sorry, another normal mom, but it happens. But glad that you go back and watch it. Since you're all strangers, I'm going to be a grandmother. I'm so excited. Grandbabies are way better than babies because you don't have to carry them around when they smell like poop and they need to eat. Yeah, Nurse Kim did a really good one. Babies are the best. She sounded, oh, I feel for you. I really do. Who the hell says that as a police officer? It's really, to me, it's disturbing to listen to a police officer who talks that way. Oh, I feel for you. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I think I'm going to go to bed because it's almost 11 o'clock here. I believe Justice Served will probably go over it a little bit later, so you can go watch it with them. And no, they're not live yet. If you know a content creator who is craving this, let us know and we'll try and get it to them because that's the most important thing. And any of my nephews after I work as a hairstylist during the day, that's all the baby I need. They're funny and great. Even I know they're different baby cries. Like, be more supportive, Justin. Get it together. Yeah. If he had spent some time with them, you would have known how it is. And Masa has them as well, so he's probably also going to play them. Potentially, if he has a fundraiser this Sunday, you can maybe hear them there again. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. There's probably a few new people. Please do all the things, do all the likey poos and stuff like that. And come back tomorrow. I will be covering another trial in the morning at 10:30-ish. We're going to switch over because Kelsey is supposed to have a hearing tomorrow at 10:30. Aiden's hearing that might conflict with Kelsey's trial has been moved. Just so everyone knows that if you didn't hear that already. You're wonderful people. Justin is an asshole. Justin's sister probably should be punched.
What exhibit are you referring to? Exhibit are you?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor. 100. It is 100%.
So you literally built a cannon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.